first question, please raise your hand. In that row, please. Please introduce yourself first.
Hello, Simova, aka Frequency. Louder? Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. As far as I know, you're the only duo for this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Will you appear somehow to win? Thank you.
You're the only duo, as far as we understand, for this Eurovision contest. Do you hope to win? Do you think it will bring you something different?
I mean, everyone hopes to win, but in our case, we believe in the song first and foremost. So whether it's a duet or not, the song is our main concern, it is the main priority. So, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a duo or if we win. I mean, it's the song that counts.
Next question. Here. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello. I'm Simon from Dublin, Sweden, yes. First of all, I remember 2004 because your rehearsal was the first I ever saw live in the Eurovision Song Contest. And you came back. Congratulations for your song, it's very beautiful. Your performance is great, and I'd like to know about your inspiration. How you were inspired by writing your song?
This is a great.
Yes, great, of course.
How were you inspired to write the song?
To write the song? It's actually kind of a long story. I'm doing a master's program in music, and the first thing I had to do in this program was to go on a 10-day trip to this place in Iceland called ESCKAZ.com. It's a beautiful place, it's filled with history and it's filled with Icelandic, beautiful nature. That was the main thing that inspired me. When I came back home, I was inspired by Icelandic folk music, by the nature, and by all these emotions that I had felt during these 10 days. It was also just for me as a musician, it was a really good experience for me because I was asked to ask some questions like, what do you want to do as a musician? What are your plans as a musician? So when I came back home, I was inspired by all these things. So I just sat down at my keyboard and there it was.
Thank you. Next question. Here, lady in this row. Introduce yourself.
Duetin seçtiği mahnı derin bir efsaneye əsaslanır. Neden məhz bu efsane seçildi mahnı üçün? Seçim nəyə əsaslanırdı və kim tərəfindən olunmuşdu?
Okay, it's a local press. The question is, as we understand, the song is based on a legend, on some ancient legend. So maybe can you tell us a little bit more why this legend, what it means?
Yeah, actually it's not a legend, it's a true story that happened in the 17th century in that place where I actually was during those 10 days. It's a story about the daughter of the bishop of that place. He had a boy that was studying with him, and his daughter and that boy fell in love. It's a classic love story. But he had different plans for his daughter, so when they found out that something was happening between them, they were separated. And I could just feel the influences from the story in that place. So when I came back home, I started writing the song, but I didn't know the story. And I showed the song to my mom, and this is actually a kind of a special thing. I showed the song to my mom, and she was just like, oh, do you know the story from the place that you were at when you actually composed the song? And I said no, and she handed me the book. And so as I wrote the song, I read the book, so it's like intertwined, the story and the song. So to me, the song came to me from the story, but I didn't know the story. So it's kind of intertwined, and it's kind of a special thing for me at least.
Okay, thank you. Gentlemen, yes, you. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, Roy Bennett for 12points.tv. My question is actually for Chauncey. You've been in Eurovision Song Contest before. In fact, you were in heaven for Istanbul. I wonder what your perception of Eurovision has, how it's changed over the years. Because how different is it now? And are you still in heaven now?
Well, I'm not in conscience anymore, am I? Well, Eurovision has grown. It's bigger. It's a bigger concept. There are many more nations now competing, and I think it's just a bigger event. It has changed, in my mind, that much in these last 8 years. So it's a bigger contest and a bigger event.
Is it more nerves for you this year, or is it
More nerves?
more nervous?
No, more nerve-wracking. No, I think it's still as much nerve-wracking as it was in 2004.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, gentlemen, this round here.
Hello, my name is Berg from the International. I'd like to know how you found each other to sing together.
It all started with an email in last April when Christopher asked me to sing a duet with her called Münchler, and she wrote a song about two persons that were actually living in Iceland called Ragnar and David. And it was a beautiful song, and I just decided to sing it. It's one of these questions that you don't say no to. A few weeks or months, what was it, weeks or months, I don't remember. She asked me if she could submit it to the Icelandic Eurovision Song Contest, and I said yes. And here we are.
You can say that I found him.
Actually, just on the back of that question, I read about Greta that you were also professional violins and you are in the symphonic orchestra, if I'm not mistaken. So, does that somehow influence your entry? I mean, is it a classical music? Just tell me a little bit about that.
I think for everyone that has heard the song, they can sense the classical influences. There's a huge violin solo, and me being a violinist first and foremost, of course that's gonna influence my songwriting. So, and I take a lot of classical elements, not just in the violin solo, but especially in the string section of the song. So I think my background has helped bring the classical music into this entry, but with a pop twist, of course.
Okay, thanks. Question? Yes, you. Pass the microphone over there. Check the microphone.
Hello, Stefan from Orfai Horizon for Paris. The question is for Yancy. So you were in Istanbul last time. I think you told us that your young kid was singing the gospel song last year from the disco.
Sorry, I can hear you.
Just a little louder.
Louder, okay. So the question is for Yancy. So when you were in the contest last time, you told us that your son, a young boy at the time, was singing the Dean song from Bosnia in the disco. My question is now, as a teenager, what song of this contest is he singing?
Oh, I have two sons now, and they love the Russians. They love it. They watch it all the time on YouTube. And they're quite excited to see them on TV. And they've asked me to get a picture of them with you.
Okay, next question.
Walking from Norway. Last time you went all the way from Iceland to Istanbul. This time you went even further. What is it with you and long distance flights?
I don't know. There's something to do with the East, but this is of course a coincidence. I'm just maybe lucky that well, maybe unlucky that I was not in Oslo in 2009. Yes, I'm lucky that I always get to travel abroad a long way. This time to Baku, but I was maybe too back to Greta. Thanks for bringing me along.
Thank you. Next question, gentleman in the back. Put the microphone on, please. Just stand up. Just a little loud, of course.
This one. Alistair Birch from SBS Radio in Australia. Greta, I have a question for you. I've seen the dress on your Facebook page. It's absolutely beautiful. Can you tell us a little about its design? How it contributes to the message of your song, and how different it makes you feel when you're performing in that dress?
The dress is actually a kind of a personal thing for me. It's designed by ESCKAZ.com, and she's here with us. She's also like the director of the act. We take the classical elements of the traditional Icelandic costume and we use that, but with a modern twist. So based on the story of the song, we wanted to contribute to the story. So we took the Icelandic traditional costume and we made it into something that I would feel comfortable wearing on a stage. So the dress that I'm wearing right in this Eurovision Song Contest is not, it's similar to the one that we wore in the final in Iceland. We just got really, really good responses and such good feedback that we couldn't not use it. So we just built on that one and we take it a bit further.
Thank you. Next question.